up, y'all? This is Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood. This is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, episode 5, I believe. Yeah, episode 5. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm a little off. Now, look, here's the deal with the episode, okay? I'm going to put the link down below in the description box when it is available. Now, I'm going to try to go record the episode on my own and put it on my website. But, you know, I'm not too sure how it's going to come out or anything like that. But when, you know, if that doesn't happen, I'll still put a link down for the episode. I'll just get it off of another website and I'll put it down because I'm always trying to hook y'all up with the episode. So until, you know, some people be tripping or whatever. So I guess until I put the link down there, then I'll, you know, just put review in the title. So go ahead and hit your girl up with a like. Please, please, please. Like this video for me. Alright, thank you. Like it, share. There's other people that wants to, you know, watch this episode too. You know, cable ain't on or they missed it or something like that. Their work, whatever. Go ahead. Sharing gets caring, you guys, okay? So go ahead. Like this video for me. And I'm gonna hook y'all up, alright? Alright, so let's get into it. So first we're gonna talk about Tierra Marie. Now, Tierra Marie is meeting with these promoters. Excuse me. One name is Miss Diddy, and the other guy is Sincere. And she's basically just trying to, you know, basically kind of have like a showcase. She hasn't performed in LA in a long time. She says in 5 years. I don't know why. She's had a song since then. She had a song back in like 3 or 4 years ago. So, I don't know why she hasn't performed. But I guess people just ain't checking for her like that. But she wants to, you know, basically just prove her talents again. Put herself back out there. So the guy, Sincere, who's the, you know, one of the promoters, I guess they're real big in, you know, the music industry as for promoters. And so this nigga is friends with Ray J. So he got his reservations about Tierra. But business is business for him. So he gonna keep it moving. So he basically tell her shit, y'all. My throat got dry. Anyway, so he basically telling her, you know, Tierra, you know, whatever spot she was looking to do was kind of big. It's too big for you, okay? Nobody's checking for Tierra anymore. Shit. They had J-Lo there the other night. So nobody definitely checking for Tierra. So Tierra, what you gonna have to do, we're gonna have to get you a smaller spot, more intimate, and so you can be able to really just sing to the, you know, to the people there. She's like, I know that, okay, you ain't got to tell me all that. And he is very, you know, he's just an asshole. Like, he just keeps saying, Tierra, nobody checking for you because you Tierra Marie. Nobody heard you. And it's like, we get that. She gets that. Nobody's checking for Tierra. Do you have to keep saying this shit over and over again? And he's like just being such an asshole. And he like, look, I'm going to tell you like this, motherfucker. And she's like, well, hold on. I'm not a motherfucker. And he's like, well, look. You know, I'm gonna let you get your chance to do this. If you bad, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that you was bad. And she's like, okay, well, don't worry about it. We're gonna do this. And they, you know, they all dap up each other. So next thing you know, Tierra is getting ready for the performance. He's back there like, so what you got on? Like, okay, you Catwoman or something. She's got on these, like, you know, little cat ears. I don't know why the hell she had that on. And the, you know, I think she had on a cat suit or something like that. I forgot. But he's basically just looking, he's like, man, Tierra looked like she done put on some weight. You know, she need to get her ass in the gym. And I'm like, damn, you is foul. And it's like, she might have put on some weight weight, but she still looks good. Okay? It matters what she can do on stage. Stop worrying about her fucking weight. She looks good. Okay? So, Tiara gets on stage and she's performing. Of course, the clip they showed us, it didn't sound too good. She hadn't performed with a band in a long time. She did sound winded or whatever. So after the performance, Miss Diddy and Sincere was out there talking, and he was like, "Man, Tiara that was bad." And she's like, "Well, it was okay, it was okay." And he's like, "Well, she needs to get in the gym. She done put on weight and stuff. You see her stomach poking out." And Miss Diddy's like, "Well, her stomach wasn't poking out that bad. Like, her stomach wasn't really poking out. Like, basically, like you tripping." And this is a fucking asshole. I promise y'all, he's an asshole. And so Tiara comes out there with a book bag as she's about to leave. And they're like, hey. And he's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to let you know you did okay." And Miss Diddy was like, "She did great." I was like, "Damn, Miss Diddy, that ain't what you just said, though." And he's like, "Yeah, once you got out this here, you already was like, out of breath. Like she's like, "Well, yeah, I know I need to work on it. That wasn't my best performance and stuff." And he was like, "Look, you need to get your ass in the gym. You need to try it again. Cause that was bad." Like, it was okay, but it wasn't all that. And it wasn't, and Tiara knows it wasn't her best either. And so he starts being an asshole to her again. And they start arguing. And she actually pushed him. And he like, "Look, you're too slow, okay? You need to work on your jab. You're a little too slow. You need to get your ass in the gym." And she's like, "Fuck you, you fake Clive Davis motherfucker." And Tiara, you got to calm down. That nigga's an asshole. I don't know who the fuck he think he is, okay? For real. Just a straight up asshole. Why do you talk to women like that? Why do you do business like that where you be sitting there cussing at, the person that you doing business with, calling him a motherfucker and all kind of shit like that? What kind of business is that? That's unprofessional. Alright, so we gonna move off of Tiara. Now we're gonna go on to Fizz. So Fizz meets up with Omari and they taking shots, and Fizz basically just catching, Omari up to speed about Moniece, how Moniece wants to basically know all the time with women. She got a problem with a woman being around her son. And then he starts talking about how he asked Amanda to move in, and she just kind of like, she kind of got scared, and she be ducking and dodging him sometimes. Sometimes when she's around him, she's all in. When she's not, she's all out. Basically, and then he lets her know that Amanda cheated on her, before, and she was even dumb enough to get, she would be flying the guy in or whatever like that, and she was even dumb enough to get him a spot and put the apartment in her name. And he's like, I caught her several times, I caught her and all kind of shit. So, I really love this girl and I forgave her, but, I don't fully trust her. And, Mari's like, wow, man, like, that's crazy. Like, do you really think that this is the person that you want to have around your son? And, he's like, Omari's like, sometimes I feel like, is Fizz looking for a main chick? And what main chick? What about the only chick? Or is he looking for a mother for his child? And that's what I do feel like he's looking for, is just, a mother for his child. It's like some women, desperate women or whatever do. They go and they single, and they just want a child, they just want a father for their child. That's exactly what Fizz is doing. Because he got to put up with this shit. But he says he feel like, he's done his dirt in the past, and he feels like that was his karma. So he forgave her. So Fizz and Amanda, they go out to eat, and he's talking about why is Monique's hit me up, keep asking me to see Cameron, like, acting like she want to see. I'm like, why do you keep treating her like that? If she's asking, why don't you go and let her spend time with her child or whatever it is? Like, come on now, you can't keep saying she's a bad mother, she don't spend no time when you're not allowing her to. Okay, you got to allow her that chance before you make your own assumption of if she's a good mother or not. Okay, really? So he's like, I don't understand. I'm not gonna let her, spend time with Cameron and bring him to these random crazy places, like, until she get her own spot. And it's like, okay, well, Fizz, you can meet her up in a mutual spot where you know it's safe and let her just spend time with her son. Okay, even if you have to be there or whatever. Just let her spend time with her son. Like, that shit ain't fair. Come on now. So, they, start talking, and he starts telling her about how he really needs her to step up. If she can't step up and be there all in and be the mother to his child, basically, then, she needs to kick rocks and he needs to just move on. He love her enough, but he just gonna have to move on. And she's like, well, look, I'm gonna try, but I'm just gonna try. And he asking her, are you cheating or are you done with that? And she's like, I'm done with that. I had a past, but I made a mistake, but you need to let it go. So next thing you know, they're going shoe shopping for Cameron. And Fizz is like, Amanda has stepped up since our talk. She's, been coming to his games. She's been, she's been asked to take him to the game. She's been spending more time with us. So, after they leave, they in the car, and she gets a damn, phone calls about confirmation for reservation in Miami. And he like, what you got a reservation for? She's like, I don't know, maybe they have the wrong number. I don't know. And he's like, that's a Miami number. Like, let me see your phone. And she was like, no, I'm not gonna let you. He's like, why? Why? And she was like, look, if you can't trust me, then, I don't understand what, we need to just break up. Like, if you weren't going to trust me from the get, then you should have never just got back with me. And he was like, the only person you know in Miami is that dude. So let me see your phone. And she's like, no, I'm not going to let you see my phone. And he's like, whatever, And she, I'm going to drop you off since it seems like you got reservations in Miami anyways. And I do believe Amanda, is cheating again, okay? It's pretty obvious. Unless that's Mona calling the damn phone trying to start up some drama, okay? And you know what? I wouldn't put it past Mona, okay? To have, some fake ass voicemail automatic call Amanda phone just in time when she know that Fizz and Amanda is together. Okay? That seems like Mona to me. So they get to arguing and he's like, I'm gonna drop you off. She's like, well, drop me off then, because I don't have to deal with this. And I'm like, just stop cheating. Just stop cheating. And Fizz, really, you ain't got to deal with this shit. You don't, okay? You just don't. Anyways, we're gonna move off of them. So we're gonna go on into Morgan and Ray J. Morgan meets up with Yessie. Yes, I've learned her name. The radio host, aren't you proud of me? Yessie from, Power 106 out in LA. And Yessie tells her that, with the Powerhouse, event, that she wants Morgan to interview the celebrity clients, the celebrity guests. And she was like, wow. She's like, I feel like I should ask Ray first. And Yessie's like, why do you need to ask Ray? And she was like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right because I'm supposed to be working for him. And she's like, well, why don't you work for yourself that day? You know? And she was like, yeah, but I think he'll be proud of me. And she's like, okay, well, what's the problem then? Then go ahead and do it. So, Power 106, Powerhouse or whatever, 106 event is going on, and Ray's out there supposed to be handing out his own gifts to the crowd. And he's like, now I was supposed to hand out these gifts, but where the hell is, my assistant don't want to work for me today. She want to be a damn celebrity correspondent. I'm like, oh, he ain't too happy for you, boo. And, after he gets off stage and he's talking about, and I'm thirsty, and I ain't got nobody to get no water for me because my damn assistant want to go work for herself. I'm like, damn, right? Can you calm the hell down? He goes back and talks to Yessie and like, I'm mad at you that you set my assistant up to be working and doing this while she's supposed to be working for me. And she was like, well, if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at me because I'm the one who set her up with this. I thought this would be a great opportunity for her. And he was like, okay, well, I will be mad at you then. So then, after it's all done, as they on a trailer, and Morgan and Ray J and Yessie are all talking, he's like, so, what are you doing? You out here working for yourself. And Yessie ends up leaving, and he's like, look, I'm going to tell you like this. Since you want to work for yourself, you ain't ever got to assist for me again. And she's like, so you're firing me? And he was like, yeah. Okay, and you take care, you be blessed. And she's like, okay, well, be blessed. And then she starts crying. I'm like, did he really have to fire her over that? She's like, you told me that you wanted me to do bigger, better things. You saw me more than just your assistant, and now you're firing me because, I'm doing something else. Like, and it's like, Ray J is his head up his own ass. Okay, because right now he's not caring about her stepping out, doing her own things. He's just being selfish right now. Hopefully, he'll come up to speed. He'll get it together. Alright, so we're going on to Masika. Masika is, talking to this guy that she used to work for at, I guess, a restaurant or whatever. And he's telling her, we can never replace you, but I have another business with, a strip club or whatever, and I would love for you to be the face of it in the LA and Las Vegas one. And she was like, wow, like, that's great. I would do it. I've never been a stripper. I never will be, but I'm a model, and I wouldn't mind having my face all over LA and Las Vegas. And so he tells her, she's like, well, do you own this? Is this your club? And he's like, well, I'm leasing it from, what did he say? My friend's parents, the Madeiras. And then Masika starts rolling her eyes. He's like, what's wrong? And she's like, me and Nikki were dating the same man, and we just had a run-in recently. And he's like, well, I don't care anything about that. This is business. And she's like, okay, well, shit, I might not like Nikki or whatever, but she ain't gonna stop my money. She ain't gonna stop my business. So they're at the shoot for, I guess the billboards or whatever, the photo shoot. And Nikki comes in, and they sit down and talk. And she's like, so I just, I don't really like what happened between me and Masika, and I just want to kind of find out, like, what was really going on between her and Molly Ma, because I was thinking about it, and she really don't have a reason to lie to me. It's like, yes, bitch, I'm glad you coming to your senses. She don't have a reason to lie to you. Why are you tripping? This more than likely obviously, okay, you know that this nigga is lying. Why does she have a reason to sit there and lie to you? Okay, especially if she just stepped away and she said, I don't want that motherfucker no more. You can have him. Okay? I'm glad you're starting to come to your senses. So she started asking Masika, so I just kind of want to just know what happened. Things between you, between us got out of hand, and I just want to know what was going on. You said you had sex with him, and she was like, yes, yes, we had sex. She was like, are you in love with him? She's like, I'm not in love with him, but, I felt like that was the man that I could love. And she was like, well, you told me that you loved him, and he said it back, and she was like, yeah, I did say it. It was, and he definitely said it. We said it to each other, and I definitely, when he got into pulling my hair, it made me say it. And Nikki, she said she had to calm herself down, because that's when she knew that them motherfuckers was fucking around, because Molly Ma got a fetish of pulling hair while sex. Bingo! Okay? And so, Masika starts telling, and Nikki asked Masika, well, you said you've been flown out there. She was like, yes, I've been flown out there numerous amounts of times. And, and this is the text messages that he sent me right after we broke up. And he said he felt like a part of his soul is lost and all kind of shit, just laying it on thick. And she was like, oh, okay, well, I don't feel like the messages really prove anything to me, and it's not enough. And basically, she's just saying that. She knows Masika's telling the truth. She's saying that because she's trying to, pick up her face off the floor in front of Masika, and it's just the ego thing, alright? And Masika's like, well, look, I don't think you believe it if Moses came down here and started burning the bush, okay? And they start leaving. Nikki ended up leaving. Next thing you know, her and her mother is preparing Molly meal. And I ain't gonna lie, it looked good. Okay, they was making some steak, some beef, whatever. They was making him a 5-course meal so they could feed him and get some information out of him. And Nikki tells her mom, look, Mom, I don't want you to, start asking him questions as soon as he sit down. Let him enjoy his meal first and eat, and then we can ask him. And her mom was like, I'm not going to ask him right away. I don't want him to choke on his food. And then he comes in and he's like, oh, hey, I didn't know you were here too. Oh, y'all made me this big old meal. This is great. And he sits down and he's like, so you must really love me too, huh? And she was like, yeah, I do. And I love my daughter. But do you? And he's like, yeah, I love your daughter. And she's like, well, really, I just want to know about this whole Masika situation that I've been hearing about. And he's like, well, Masika was somebody that I was talking to while me and her were broken up. And she was like, but you slept with him. And he's like, no. And they're like, yes, you did. You slept with him. You slept with her. And he's like, well, no. And they asking, so did you fly her out? How long was she there? He was like, yeah, I flew her out there, but she stayed for like, a few hours. They was like, so she came in and she left right away. And he was like, well, no, she left the next day. Oh, so she slept there. Yeah, she slept there. Oh, okay. Did she sleep in your bed? And Nikki's like, yes, she did. There we go, right there. And she was like, he was like, well, we were broken up anyway. She was like, but it doesn't matter. You didn't have to lie to me. And, he gets up and walk away. And she was like, okay, see, I knew you were a liar. And this relationship is done. And he was like, you're the lowest person I ever met in my life. And I'm like, stop with that bullshit, nigga. You got caught, okay? You got caught, and you a fucking coward. You just don't walk out. You're caught. You are caught. He gets out and goes into his little car or whatever, and he got them bodyguards and all that shit, cause you know he running hoes. So the mama tells him, yeah, go throw them flowers out. We don't need any of that. And I'm like, Nikki, I'm so glad you came to your sister's, girl. You look so stupid. You really was. But I'm glad you was. That's it for this episode. Okay. Like I said, I'll try to put the link down there. Maybe I'll try to record it, see what happens. But, you know, no promises. We're recording it. I'm just trying it out. And excuse me, y'all, for the bonnet. Like a serious muffet top, but I'm straightening it and cutting off my damn hair. So, but y'all be easy, alright? Alright. And like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jazz Chapman. Check out my other YouTube channels, Kicking with Jazz Chapman. And, oh, I almost forgot. I am doing a gift giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. Okay, what you have to do is you have to like this video. Like this video, okay? Share it. And, you know, subscribe, okay? Because the more you share and you like or whatever, more people are going to see it, the faster I'm going to get to 1,000 subscribers. I am going to give away, you know, do a gift giveaway once I hit 1,000. I will not tell what the gift will be. I'm trying to determine on whether I should have it as more than one winner. Like maybe 2 or 3. I'm trying to I'm trying to decide. So go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Go ahead. Okay, and let's get to 1,000. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So the more you like and you share, okay, the more we will get more people up there, okay? The faster I will get to 1,000, the quicker the giveaway will happen, alright? Alright. So go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and y'all be easy, okay? Bye.